Normally I'd hang out at Ruby's grave when I'm bored, but kind of trying to move on. What about you, Terrence? Are you bored? Yeah, me too. Hey, well, what's going on? Oh, nothing much. I was just looking for some parchment to start some of my paintings. Oh, you painting again? Yeah, you know, being in a barrier in enchanted wood and not having much to do, I usually paint when I'm bored. Random question of interest: have you seen Icebird lately? Not since last night. Why? I don't know. It's just Hockey came back recently from a long trip to Finland, and ever since then, Icebird's just been very distant. You don't think they're friends yet, do you? No. Icebird's made it very clear that he doesn't exactly trust Hockey. Oh, maybe we should try to make them be friends? Yeah. Icebird's not exactly the most social bird in the world. Well, Hockey is, so I feel like they can help each other out in a way. Hockey definitely needs more friends than just his hockey stick and me and Terrence. He needs real friends. And Icebird's literally ice, the thing that hockey players play on. That sounded wrong out of context. I understand what you mean. Yeah. Icebird, we were just talking about you. Were you? Were you perhaps plotting an alien plot against me? No. Oh. Hey, Icebird. Hello, Willow. Where have you been this all morning? Oh, just monitoring Hockey. Why are you monitoring my cousin? I don't know. Just something about him. How you Earthlings say, rub me the wrong way. You mean rubs you? Yes, rubs me the wrong way. I don't know what it is. I just don't exactly trust your cousin. And I know you've told me that I should and that I should be friends with him. But ever since Matilda's betrayal, I've been kind of bitter in the idea of trust. Especially given the fact that your cousin would make random absences from the flock and just magically show up. Haven't you noticed that he's always disappeared during pivotal moments in our lives? He wasn't here for Ruby's death. And how long was it since he finally arrived in Enchanted Wood? A month after the fire? Precisely. Which leads me suspicious about his behavior. Should I trust him, or should I not? Well, he's my cousin. That should be enough leverage for you to trust him. That's just it, Red. Matilda was Matilda's sister, and yet she betrayed us. I do not believe being siblings of one of my friends makes them more trustful. On the contrary, I believe it makes them less trustful. Icebird, I definitely have feelings for you, but even I have to admit you're being a little paranoid. I'm not being paranoid! I'm just being careful! Okay. Icebird, I'm just gonna flat out be honest with you. It's time you let your paranoia go. What are you talking about? You've just constantly gone on and on about alien invasions, a siege from another world, alien imposters within our ranks. It's just, number one, it's annoying, but also, it's unhealthy for you. We're in a barrier that you put up that makes us invisible to the outside world. Only we know this place's location. So, as your leader, I am demanding you to try to be friends with my cousin and learn to trust him. And if there's one thing I can tell you about Hockey, he'll never betray us unless he's being mind controlled. And I promise you that will never happen. So, as your leader, or as your friend, I'm asking you to please give my cousin a chance. Because there's one bird that needs it. It's Hockey. He's never had anyone other than me, Terrence, and Tony to talk to. You could fill in that fourth slot and be his best friend. It would be nice to know that another friendship starts in my flock. Will you do that for me, Iceberg? I believe I can try. Thank you. Just try to act somewhat like me. So just irritated all the time? No, just normal. Very well then. Well, let's hope that pep talk came in handy. Finally. After a long trip back from Finland, well, still not a bad thing because I'm kind of a fugitive now, so I can't really go out to Finland again. I like being with the Ingerbirds and all, but all we do is the same old thing, and now apparently we're just gonna be stuck in this barrier for our whole lives until we figure out how we're not to be fugitives anymore. I don't know why I stopped playing professional hockey. It really tests my patience. Greetings, Earthling. Oh, great. It's Mr. Iceblock. What in the world do you want? Oh. I was just wondering if you shall want to be my, friend. That depends. On what? On how crazy you are. I can only do so much crazy. Well, let's have a chat, as you Earthlings call it, and see how it goes. Alright then. So, for starters, where exactly did you go after all that time? Oh, you want to know that, huh? I went back to Finland because I had to get my hockey stick replaced. But you're not playing hockey. What's the purpose in having the stick? It's my weapon. Anytime I don't use it in hockey, I use it as a weapon to protect my fellow Finlands, I guess? From, thugs. Oh, wow. Is there a lot of, dangerous activity where you live? Much. That's why I don't really live in Finland anymore. It's too dangerous. Oh, wow, that's, quite troublesome indeed. Back on my planet, the thugs would be dealt with by being thrown into a ship off-world and sent into the sun. Seriously? That's rough. Wait, why do I care about your planet? Ew. What's the matter with my planet? Red was telling me about your obsession with your planet and your paranoia and stuff. And that makes me vaguely mistrustful of you. Mistrustful of me? Why would you be mistrustful of me? Because you're an alien from another world. How do I not know you're just trying to find intel about us to send off to your planet? Did Red fail to mention how Chef Pig tried to convert me to his side? No, he didn't exactly mention that to me. Well, a day before you came here to the flock, I had an identity crisis. I have a syndrome that is called sleep curse, and that is every time I go to sleep, sometimes I'll have a dream, and every movement, motion, and thing I say in the dream will also adapt into my Earth body. So in summary, anything I do in my dream will happen in real life as well. So I punched Stella in my dream, which then initiated me to punch her in real life. So because of that, my friends became much mistrustful of me. But I proved myself worthy of their trust when I saved their lives by finding members of the Ingerbirds East and Matilda to save their lives from his. And ever since then, Red and I have become very close. We have a mutual understanding with each other, and I feel much more welcome on this planet. That's deep. But how do I know that's not all just a ruse? How do I know you're not just trying to build our trust just to make more satisfying for you to work with? I feel like I belong here. Okay, Hockey. I feel like I belong here, and I never felt like I really did much on my home planet. On my planet, I was considered the runt of the litter, because when being sent out on diplomatic missions to warm planets, I would begin to melt the instant I stepped onto the planet, while others on my planet would take hours for them to finally melt. And I was also significantly smaller than the others on my planet, weaker, more exposed. I was considered the defect, so they would always call me Defecta. That was their nickname until the war came to us and I was sent to be what my planet would call the planet's hero, which would basically be one frostbite to be chosen to fight in the war. And that's when I proved myself to be worthy of their trust. But even then, I felt that was the only way for my people to like me, was if I was saving their lives. But here on Earth, it's different. The Ingerbirds offered me a home the first chance I got. And while at first I felt like I didn't belong because I felt different, because obviously I was native to another world, by the time that sleep curse incident happened, Red offered me a chance to become normal, to become just another member of Earth, just another species of bird. I'm the last of my kind, therefore, I am now of Earth. I now feel like just another bird. I don't feel like a frostbite anymore. I just feel like one of you. Okay, that does enhance my trust of you. So how about you? What's your resentment of me? I found it rather odd, as you Earthlings call it. Sorry if I say that a lot. I'm just still new to the way you Earthlings speak. It's fine. It just, you would make random absences. For example, you were here for Ruby's death or her funeral or the training afterwards, and you were here for the fire, and then you left again right as Chef Pig labeled us as criminals, and then you didn't show up until like 2 months afterwards. It just made me feel like another Matilda was gonna happen. And I know you're gonna say, oh, but I'm Red's cousin, I knew him all my life, I would never betray him. Yeah, but Matilda was Matilda's sister, and while Matilda may not have trusted Matilda as much as Red trusts you, but it doesn't matter. She knew her all her life, as Red knew you all his life. I just want to know that in the end you're not going to betray us. After that, I think I'll be cured of my paranoia, because I finally spoke in detail about why I think I've been paranoid. Understand? Most of my life I've either fought off criminals or played hockey. I never really had a normal life, never really had a chance to make friends. Maybe friendship can start between us. So I want you to know that I would never betray you, or Red, or Terrence, or any of the other Ingerbirds. I am not Matilda. I never have been, and I never will. And as for your paranoia, I don't care if you're paranoid. I don't care if you're odd. I want to be your friend. Hockey and ice go well together, which means we would make great friends. So what do you say? Friends? Friends. There you go, Icebird. I knew you could make a friend by yourself. Do you think he's cured of his paranoia? I hope so. For his sake, at least.